Mm-hmm.
And it bears itself with the juice. Man, them things are just delicious. And we put them on cereal and stuff.
The blackberries?
The blackberries, yeah. But I mean, that was Louise and Shirley and Raymond and me and Billy sometimes, but Billy, he won't up you all the time. I mean, we'd do it in the mornings, early in the morning, before it got hot. We'd go all down there and past everywhere. There's just berries everywhere. And picking in blackberries.
Just growing wild?
Mm-hmm. There's so many things that don't grow now that grew back in those days.
Really?
Yeah. It's just amazing how they've just gone away.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we got more cattle. There's so many cattle now compared to what we had back then. Because we didn't have but half a dozen cows back then.
Oh, really? You just used them like for milk and stuff,
Yeah.
I guess?
And maybe 8 at the most is all we fool with, because we just used to milk them and get the milk. Didn't grow much for beef, because the beef didn't bring much back then, no way.
Huh.
Yeah, Alvin and them always killed beef, but we never killed the beef much. We killed hogs, have a hog meat, but we didn't kill beef. But we made sorghum molasses now. It was a big event. Used to make it right out there, but where that gas barrel is right out there. And that was a good week, a 10-day event. Uncle Letty used to make some good molasses.
Took that long to cook it down and everything?
Well,
or the whole process, I guess?
Time you cut the, he'd come down here and set his pan up and his mill up, because you had to grind the juice out of it. Then we'd cut the stalks. We have to go cut the stalks where they we're looking, and they had seeds on top of them. But I don't know what kind he had, but it was good. It was good syrup. Then we'd have to bring it up here and strip all the fodder off like corn, you know, and just make a complete stalk out of it. Get all the fodder off of it. Pile that up in a pile. And then we had horses used to pull the mill round and round and hook a horse to it. And they wouldn't let him, you know, go round and round for so long. They'd unhook him, put him on, you know, so he wouldn't get sick. But I mean, the juice was just flowing out. Somebody had to constantly feed them stalks in there.
Wow.
And the juice just flowing out, man. And then we have to bring it down here. Then he'd start pouring it in that pan and start the process of cooking. And he'd just keep cooking it, moving it down a little hotter, a little bit hotter. And he'd keep his temperature what he's supposed to have on it. Man, he knew his molasses.
So how many acres of the sorghum would you plant?
Probably maybe an acre or acre and a half.
And how much would you end up with when y'all were done?
You might end up with, if it was really good and juicy, you might end up with 125, 30 gallons of molasses. You know?
Wow.
But a lot of people used to buy it from me.
Really?
Because, you know, it was cheap.
Yeah.
And people would come by and buy molasses, get him to grind some cornbread. A lot of these black folks around here, that's all they had to eat, really.
Mm.
And they come riding up here on their horses, had a bag of corn on them, so we grind some corn. And it was a lot more trouble to did it to fool with it than it was what he got out of it, you know. I don't know what he ever charged them for it. He didn't charge them much because they didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
But he knew they needed something to eat. He stopped. He'd go out there and set up, grind that corn for them.
That's amazing. People don't even understand how hard y'all used to work just to eat.
That's right.
It just amazes me how much y'all could produce off this.
Well, that's
this
what
farm.
We raised everything we eat, just about, except for sugar and spices.
Yeah.
We raised our own bread, wheat, carried it to the mill, ground it up, and we grew stuff to feed the cattle, and we had milk to drink. So we really didn't buy nothing but salt and pepper and spices and sugar, coffee. Used to sell a few eggs so we could have money to do that, buy that.
Okay.
Or trade a dozen eggs for some coffee or whatever they would bring.
And didn't you said your mom used to sell cream too, didn't she?
Yeah. And she made her money. What little bit of money she had, she made that by selling cream. And her butterfat, they had a separator down there. Alvin had a separator.
Oh, really?
That separated right after you got through milking. You could pour it in that. I don't know how it worked. I never seen it, never worked it, but you could take it and pour it in that thing, and that thing will separate the cream from the milk, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then when Mama would sell it, when they come every Tuesday and Friday to pick it up. But her butterfat was always higher than Aunt Jana's down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because she skimmed it off the top with a cup.
Oh, okay.
She let it all come to the top. And then she'd skim it off in milk with the butterfat with a cup and put any cream on.
Oh,
and
okay.
Her butterfat was always higher than Aunt Janice. I've heard her tell that a minute times. But her.
So then once you scooped it off, you had to put it in a creamer? What is that? Or
no, you had to put it in a can, and they picked it up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, the cream was what you skimmed off.
Oh,
See,
okay.
all the cream would come to the top.
Right.
After you put it in these jars, and the cream would rise to the top.
Oh, okay.
And we milked night and morning, each one of us sometimes had 3 cows to milk. Then would milk 3, I milked 3, and Raymond milked 3. At times, not all the time.
Yeah.
But just when they would come fresh. Sometimes they get a lot of milk. Then we raised pigs, took all that old buttermilk, left over, and they'd have something to feed the pigs too. I mean, it was a process, you used everything.
Utilized everything.
Yeah.
No waste.
You found ways to use it.
So would you mainly, for meat, did you just mainly eat like the hogs and stuff? Or
Yeah, that's all we had.
chickens and anything?
We had plenty of chickens, yeah. Every Sunday we kill two chickens. Have chicken on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
We go till on Saturday evening. That was the process. Kill 2 chickens. Have that for Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was one thing, we never went hungry. We did go to bed hungry. There's a lot of them up here dead, but we never went to bed hungry. I mean, no, not because we didn't have nothing to eat, you know.
Yeah.
But we always had preserves or molasses or something like that to eat all the time. Mama made bread all the time. We had plenty of bread because we grew our own wheat. Had plenty of flour. But we were never hungry or didn't have nothing to eat. Now, we might not like some stuff we had to eat, but we didn't. They was one because they didn't have it here.
I think it's funny how nowadays that's like the trend, you know, to try to be self-sustainable and grow all your own stuff, but y'all have been doing that for
Yeah, right.
hundreds of years.
Well, back during the Depression, nobody had no money.
Yeah.
It was just the only thing you had the money was sell a few eggs or something like that, or trade them for groceries. Sell your cream. Because Daddy never worked in public work much, very seldom. He may make a day or two, you know, different places if somebody need an extra wagon or extra team to, you know, to haul something other. He'd work a day or two, help on the state or something other like that, but he never had a full-time job of working nowhere to earn money. And you think back, I was a man with a family and didn't have no money coming in steady, you know.
I know it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
To have 12 kids.
You had bills to pay and yeah, it would be enough to worry you. No question about it.
I'm sure.
Not knowing where your next money is coming in, but we got by.
Yeah.
And we got by good compared to some people. Well, I guess I've cooled it enough. We'll go up and see if we can get that roll of hay for them and start feeding up. Give them a little shot. You can open the gates for me.
Alright, sounds good.